Where did Butch go? Look.
I was sitting there thinking that the intro was taking a long time. Then I look
Look
up
up.
and you're like, I could see you looking out of the corner of your eye.
Look alive, ladies and gentlemen. It is. Hold on, we got parlays going right now. Did the
Sweating one
NBA
out.
do what?
I'm sweating one out right now.
You are? What is
Yeah.
it? Oh no.
It's a 6-legger. I got 3 completed so far. The
Oh,
biggest question right now is I used Hall of Fame bets
I was gonna
100%.
say, hold on. Promo code Millie Goats.
I used their 100% parlay, but I was doing it in DraftKings, and DraftKings didn't have the plus 25 points. So I then used their app to see what Jokic had done head to head against this team, and he scored less than 28 points in 7 of the 8 games. So I did under 28.5. I'm sweating it out right now. He's got 18 third quarter.
So wait a minute. He's got 18 in the third. I have him for 25 points. So I got a 6-legger. I think it's probably the same one you did. And then I have another 4
Yeah,
leg.
I just changed that 6-legger to under 28.5.
On your own accord? Was
Yeah.
it from
But in the
wow.
last 4 games, it's hit. So according
Okay.
to how they're doing it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I should have left FanDuel because FanDuel you could do plus 28. He scored like 27, 25, 25, 26 or something. Like he's right there at it every time. One game he scored 31. That's the highest. One game he scored 17. So it's gonna come down to it. But LeBron and Steph are off to a hot start, so that helps
Yeah,
out.
they're cooking right now. The Hall of Fame Bets app is where you can get all your information. So that's they do parlays primarily, and they have all this research and filters that you can use and go to promo, and they'll put out these plus 1,000 parlays every so often, and it's electric. But that's not why we're here, dude.
100% hit rate.
Yeah, they'll put out 100% hit rate in their last, I don't know, however many games, but go use promo code MillyGoats, and then you can get all that research and filter things yourself, like a Brita water filter. You just pour the information in the top, it filters out, and then you get 100% hit rate parlays. So, well, legs of the parlay that have hit 100%. So, all right, a little bit more loose here. I went a little crazy with the comments. I'm sure you heard on the show, but hey, people tune in. That's not why we're here. We're here because we couldn't help ourselves. That this is an absolute emergency master stream. A little more loose format. I cannot wait, and I'll tell you why I can't wait. Is because I was up last night watching the drive, chip, and putt contest. That's how much I want to watch the Masters right now. And I'm sick and tired of myself not preparing for myself to take off work in order to watch the Masters strictly. Thoughts?
Dude, so I was there
Oh,
up
that's right, Jeff.
until yesterday.
Forgot about that.
So watching the drive, chip, and putt in person and seeing a 9-year-old hit the ball 250 yards is like, I need to figure out my swing because I can't do that.
Maybe try using a driver and not a 3-wood all the time.
But it was cool. We did a story. You can see it on masters.com, but we did a story. A
Ooh,
mom
yeah.
flew in. She's in the military, flew back to see her daughter. And it was just tears the whole time for everybody, really.
Oh, man.
But unfortunately, she didn't do very well. She didn't have her best effort when it was her turn. So afterwards, seeing her mom, like you could tell how much it meant to her that she disappointed herself because she didn't do well, but like how much it meant to try and do well because her mom was there, and it was just like another
Whoa.
tear jerker. But it's cool.
Oh. That's why sports are awesome. So what? Hey, how was the course? You were there. So I was there. Everybody, just
It's
tuning in. We
I
got
mean, it's like you got to find a way to get there, and I would tell people that if they're trying to do the lottery route, or even if you can find a way to buy tickets, don't practice rounds are cool. Tournaments awesome, obviously, but don't get hung up on trying to go to one of those. If you can go to the ANWA event, if you go to the drive, chip, and putt event, just to get on the course and walk around, like
mm,
it's worth it. Just to see
mm,
what's in there.
that's what I'm talking about, dude. You did a little recon too. Yeah, we had boots on the ground. I don't
Uh,
know if it's gonna help,
yeah, that's not gonna help.
but you were there.
I was there.
Did you get a pimento cheese?
I did not. I don't really like pimento cheese.
Oh my gosh! All right, we got Brandon here. Brandon Dubois, Debruh, Debro. Super James is here. The betting bros, dude. We might have them on tomorrow. He says DJ for 4K. Are you talking
Plus,
DraftKings price
no, that's
or
not
plus
it.
4K
Plus 4K has to
to
be.
win it? There you go, Debrew. Yes, dude. We always like to say Debrew because it sounds fancy, like you got. So, welcome in everyone. All right, the schedule for this show, obviously, emergency show. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pump our own tires right here. That's what we're gonna do because we have got a contest that is currently open in DraftKings. Butch was here. I don't know where he went, but he's having some internet difficulties, obviously. I'm going to pull up the screen here. Everybody knows that we put together these stupid memes so that we catch people's eyes, and it's Tiger Woods and John Daly. Now, I want you to go to our Twitter page or in the show, I think. I think it's in the show. I don't think I got it on Rumble. Click on the link, join for $1, and then you'll probably beat us in the Masters DraftKings contest. So there you go. That's it. Just go to our Twitter page. It's all over there. You'll see it. And then the next thing that we have to bring up, dude. I mean, how juiced up are you for this? Are you going to get to watch this at all?
The
Or what's the
Masters?
deal? Yeah.
Yeah, I should be able to watch it.
Okay.
You
All
know,
right.
they make it pretty difficult to watch before 3 p.m. on
Yes.
Thursday,
It's
Friday.
basically the Masters app, right?
Yeah, but I don't think they even do a main feed. I think it's just featured groups.
That's
Because
true
normally,
before 3.
like on Thursday, Friday, you can watch the main feed on ESPN Plus normally. This is what I do,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
not for this. ESPN doesn't start coverage till 3 o'clock, so a lot of the good groups will already be done playing. So you won't get to see any of them unless you watch
That's
their
actually
featured
kind
group
of
on
good
Masters.com.
because that way when I get off work, because I usually get off work at like 3 or 4 on Friday, so I'm like prime time. Cut day, dude. Cut day. All right, I'm going to share another one because this is absolutely breaking news right here. We've got a couple of different pages we're gonna go through here, but this one right here is obviously is obviously very important. This is Josh Carpenter. I don't even know if he follows us or we follow him, but this is a very important announcement here. It's Masters Week when you're getting news and bulletins about grass length on the golf course. More importantly, the mowing. Check this out. Here we go. Very important data here. Following represents the height of the cut grass on the course. The tees are 5/16. The fairways 3/8. That would be 6/16. So the tee boxes are short. I'm not going to try to do math out here. 1 3/8 inch on the second cut. On the collars, a 1/4 inch, which would be 4/16. Yeah. The green surrounds 5/16, same as the tees, and the greens are 1/8. So the reason we bring this up is because I have a story about how I was laying seed the other day, right?
Mm.
Bought an aerator to pull behind the lawnmower, which was I had to put it together, all this stuff. And then I, as soon as I get that thing put together, my daughter comes out from her nap. Levi's going crazy because he wants to drive a lawnmower. So I just told him to stand over there while I aerate this yard right here. So I spent like 3 hours putting the thing together, doing the yard. Come to find out yesterday when I got home, and hopefully my wife's not watching, she had mowed the grass after I aerated and laid all the seed down for like 3 hours. She goes, "Yeah, I mowed the yard." I'm like, "Do you not realize
Oh no.
that I just spent 3 or 4 hours trying to get this yard in shape?" And she had mowed the grass. She goes, "What's wrong with that?" I'm like, "What's wrong with that? You you just basically took the seed and just blew it halfway across the county. What do you mean what's wrong with that?" Dude, you should have seen my face. I was like, "You did what? Why did you?" Anyways, I think she knew better. I think she had forgotten though. So
There's a
I
little,
don't know.
little miscommunication there, but
It's all right.
I'll give props to her for mowing the grass.
Hey, she get on that thing and go. It's not like she doesn't know what she's doing. So
Good
it
for
was
her.
just I think she forgot and then realized that I was like, you you can't mow grass that's been seeded, especially in the bare spots, because it's just gonna suck it up and blow it across the yard. But I
Yeah.
mean, it was funny. I was laughing. I was like, wow, that's oh, DeBrew, he's in. He is in.
Good luck, my friend.
Spread the word, my friend. Hey, hopefully you get your advice from somebody else. Not
I
us.
will play our guys
All
in
right.
that contest.
Yes, we'll give out the guys tomorrow. All right. First thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna pull up we're gonna look at the odds first to see where everybody's going, right? So we're
Okay.
gonna pull that up first. Butch, yes, he's back. Oh, oh, can you hear
Dude,
us?
sorry, just woke up. Had to feed process.
Your
Oh
internet.
no.
Oh, he's lagging. You can see him. You can see it in his face. All right. Oh, he froze. Come on, Butch. Believe. You gotta believe. Well, I was gonna share the screen, but it's not really working.
Oh no.
I mean, we're just
Everybody
having all.
freezing.
Did we lose it? Are we
There
dead?
you go.
There it goes. Okay. All right. So here are the odds currently for the Masters tournament. Interesting note, everybody. Javi, you brought this to the attention. If you would care to share with the people what exactly is going on with Scotty Scheffler, what just happened?
I don't know what just happened on your
Care to
screen,
fill people in?
but come to find out, I guess it was that article I sent y'all was actually from Bay Hill, so it's kind of been known, just not shared a ton. But Scotty Scheffler's wife and also Sam Burns' wife are due or with a
Mm,
baby anytime, so they're on baby watch.
mm,
So I would tell everybody to avoid Scotty Scheffler. Don't play him at all.
ever, actually.
Yeah, never play him again.
Never.
Um, but his is due later April, so but Sam Burns is like maybe next week.
Yeah, I
He
think
could
she's
he
a
could
week out.
withdraw. Yeah, he could withdraw. Also, uh, I'm sure those odds for Spieth have dropped too because he's got a questionable injury. I couldn't
To
really find much about it though.
him and Minwoo Lee, I know, and Akshay Bhatia.
Yeah, Akshay threw out his shoulder though, celebrating.
I saw the screenshot of him whenever he celebrated. He went full external rotation, which means it probably popped out the bottom. So
Is
he
that
probably
good or is
dislocated.
that best or better or worse?
I mean, I would imagine it's probably happened before, and he just
Well,
never got a.
he had shoulder troubles last year.
Then he probably dislocated it. I'm sure once it dislocates, and as long as there's not As long as you don't pull a Julius Randle who dislocated his and ended up tearing like the inferior glenohumeral ligament. And if you do that, it won't stay. Like you got to get it you got to get that thing sewed up. So these are interesting to note of the odds to win as we go through some of this other information here later in just a few minutes. But anything stick out to you? I mean, obviously Scotty, because he's a freak show. He's the only one to win the Players back to back. Nobody's ever won the Masters back to back. Well, if somebody's going to do it, it's going to be. And usually we know about who's getting married and who's having babies, dude. Like that's our thing. Like we have theories on that. You know what I mean?
I know. What sticks out to me the most is you have 3 of the top 5 favorites are playing in a group together.
Who is it? Oh, I do have the tea times
Schefter,
too.
Schefter, Rory, and Xander are all in the same group.
Mm.
I'd be more willing to bet that one of them misses the cut.
And you've got 1, 2, 3 live guys up there in the top, 7 or 8?
Yeah.
So, but if you scroll down here, like this is
I'm
just showing us
surprised
that,
Wyndham's not higher.
yeah,
He's like the new Brooks Koepka on tour. Like he only shows up for the big tournaments.
you're going to see his name here in a minute when I pull up these other screens. There's old DeChambeau, and it's tough with the live guys because most of the information we use is like PGA stuff. So, but basically we're gonna go to
Yeah.
our friend Ron Close and his page. Butch, if you have anything to say ever, just go ahead and say it. And don't worry about us interrupting you. We'll shut up because we can hear you. Another one down here that's kind of interesting, or right here in this little range here. These 4 guys right here. Oh, Butch is gone.
Cantley's been
You see
playing
it?
terrible this year.
Yeah, but isn't he a major guy?
I
I don't
just
know.
I think there's a difference between being a major guy and showing up at majors, but also just not playing well.
Yeah. Siwoo Kim's another that's getting some traction just because of his stats this year.
Hanley too.
Henley, yes. Um, there's your guy, dude. Adrian Meronk.
Yeah.
So
When seeing him, I didn't know who it was at first. I thought he was an amateur because he looks like a young guy, but he's tall, slender. Him and Aberg looked like the same physique.
tall, lanky,
Yeah.
like a shorter version of Wimbenyama. Here's a dude right here now, Stefan Jaeger.
Yeah, but he's battling something.
Is he?
Yeah, he was questionable at the start of the week. I mean, it's gone away, but something's there.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Everybody's heard the story of, you need to make the cut here. There's BJ Singh, your guy, dude. So, all right. So that's just we will put that, table it away for now, and let's get into some of these other course history and course information that we have. So right now we're going to go to our guy. We've got a couple of tweets from Ron Close, and he puts his information out there for free, so I never feel bad. Like I'm obviously going to pump his tires and be like, y'all need to go follow this dude
Yeah. He's good.
because he literally will give out all this information on his Twitter. So I'm like, I don't feel bad sharing it because I'm like, this is not ours. This is his. But he gives just beautiful what happened?
Jokic has 24 points into the third.
Oh yes. Yes, that's good for me. It's good for me.
He's got to score less than 5 points.
Do you want to let's do the information first and then the tee times.
Okay.
We'll do that in a second. So we can kind of look and be like, oh hey, this one here. But we're just going to do a quick review here. All right. So this is what Ron Close gives you. Just this beautiful synopsis What just happened? I lost it. All I did was click on it. Oh, there it is. Does that weird thing. This is basically, if you want to read all that, but top 50 in ties make the cut. A lot of trees, really tall, uneven lies, tricky pin position, steep runoffs around the green. You know, the par fives, 72% of the scoring comes from par fives, which is important
Yeah.
to know for our next little information we're going to go. Toughest par fours, fourth toughest par threes. Almost a stroke over par the last 5 years, fifth toughest, seventh longest, second widest fairways, lacks hazard areas off the tee, third fewest bunkers. 76 of the approaches are from 150 non-penal ryegrass in the rough. Greens are treacherous, sloping, firm, lightning fast, bent grass ranging from 12 to 15 on the stem, bombs away off the tee, long iron play. And then here's just a couple of these pictures of these holes, dude. I mean, you got to see these. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm telling you, if whoever gets a chance to play it ever, if it's not lined off, you're not gonna know like where to hit the ball. It's like that wide open. Like if you're coming down 9 fairway, you're in the middle of 9 fairway by a happen chance, and there's not like, the
Oh,
ropes or
down here.
whatever, then you're gonna be hitting the ball, and it's 2 greens right beside each other, 9 and 18. I would end up on 18 every time just the way my ball flight is. But they're like right beside each other. I'm just
There you
saying how wide open it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. Look at that. 2 par fives on the front, 2 on the back, 2 par threes on the front, 2 on the back. This dude, I think hole 12 might be my favorite. I love that par three.
I like 16. That par 3. I like that one better. It's where they skip it across.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because
So
15 is a par 5 with a little creek pond in front of the green. Then you go to 16. You got to go over
did
the
you
water.
get to walk it or what?
Yeah, I mean we shooting stuff, so we had a cart, but we also walked it. I've walked it before when I did the ANWA the first year.
This stuff right here, dude. This is the where he goes into it. So we did the course. It's basically big long fairways, wide fairways, uneven lines, or uneven lies. Greens are treacherous, but there's spots where you can hit it. I mean, it really does reward. Well, he'll explain it. It does reward like people who are aggressive off the tee, but don't make mistakes, because then it obviously gives you a better shot to make a better landing spot or proximity on the green. Past
But
history
also,
matters. Go ahead.
so scramblers are good.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Spieth is so good here.
Mm-hmm. And Matsuyama around the greens. Matsuyama's a wizard around the greens. Past history matters here more than anywhere else. A long shot winner is very unlikely. Recent winning experience is significant. Current form, especially tee to green, is paramount. And we've got something for that too, I'm pretty sure. An elite putter is not required. Bomber's paradise. He wanted the designer said he wanted an unrestricted feeling of being able to swing away amid a wide swath of parkland. He believed that good drives would be rewarded not by staying out of the penalty areas, but making the second shot simpler in proportion to the excellence of the first. Par fives around the green. So there's 20 trends that they've been looking at. This is wild, dude. And this is from his rabbit hole thing. Xander fits 19 of the 20. 18 are Scotty, Rahm, Matsuyama, Finau, Rory, Siwoo Kim, and Cameron Young. And this is the winter trends. This was wild, dude. It was actually better on the other one, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot
44 of the
harder.
last 44 of the last 44 have played at least one previous Masters tournament. 18 of the last 18 were not the betting favorite for the week. 25 of the last 26 made the cut the year before. 24 of 26 had finished 30 or better the previous Masters. 23 of the last 26 finished 38th or better at the Masters the year before they won. So you can go and read all this stuff. But some of these things are wild. A big one is 12 of the last 12 winners have gained at least 18 strokes, tee to green, in 4 events before their master win.
Oh.
So inside the top 30 on strokes gained tee to green, leading up to their. So these are just numbers that everybody's looking at. And I love this tournament because everybody's looking at the same stuff and everybody knows the same stuff. It's just.
I mean, it's a little bit about getting lucky.
True. But, and here you go, Super James. This is basically summarized. Only one player fits 19 of those 20. And it's Xander. It's Xander Schauffele.
I know.
And then you've got 4 of them that fit 18. And then 3 of them fit 17. So, by all accounts, then Phil came out there last year, right? And went just berserk.
Yeah, he was 8 under on the final round because he started the final round -1. Maybe he was 7 under.
Oh, that's right. He went ham on Sunday, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, 4 or 3 of the top. So there was round 1, then 2 at +2, and then 3 at +4. And 3 of those guys were live guys. Because it was Phil.
Right.
No, 4 of those guys. Because Phil, Brooks, DeChambeau, and Patrick Reed were all
Forgot
in
about
there.
DeChambeau.
Yeah.
Yeah, DeChambeau last year. There you go, Super James. All those 20 trends. If you go to our Twitter page, I think we retweeted this, or just look up Ron Close. PGA Splits 101. That dude, I'm telling you right now, just a plethora of golf information. That guy.
Yeah, he's putting out more this week than normal, but he does most of this stuff every week.
Yeah. This is. So we talked about the par fives. Oh, I think I had the strokes gained tee to green. I'll have to look for that. Here's what he says about the par fives, what we were talking about. I mean, Augusta en route to victory will be dominating the par fives. Evident with the par fours and par threes averaging over par. That's crazy. The par fours and par threes, they average over par.
Yeah. That's like what I told you about Rory.
You did.
He's like -3 in his career on the or -30, sorry, for his career on the par fives, but on the par threes and fours, he's +90.
That's not going to get it done, dude.
No.
So since 2009, par 5 scoring at the Masters accounts for 72% of the winners' total output. That is nuts. For the last 3 winners, Rahm, Scotty, and Hideki, 91% of their scoring was on the par 5s. This right here is just bananas, dude.
Yeah.
Shows you what they scored on the par 5s en route to there and what they did on the. Danny Willett was like the one outlier. Him and Patrick Reed.
And he only won because Spieth blew up.
Oh, was that the year?
Yeah, that was the year Spieth blew up and got like a 12 on 12 on 12 or something because it was the Amen corner.
Dude, this stuff right here is just spectacular. I think I sent the one about the strokes gained type stuff. I can't remember where it was. But anyways, this just shows you. There's old Sergio.
Look at all those
there.
live guys on there.
I know. Sergio, Reed, Dustin Johnson, John Rahm.
Well, there's
Bubba
what we were talking about in our chat. There's more active live golfers who are Masters champions than active PGA. There's 8 live guys. 6 if you count Tiger as being active, even though he's only played one tournament this year. And then there's 6 champion tour
Oh,
guys.
yeah. Tiger always counts. But yeah, dude, this is so par 5 scoring. I mean, obviously you want to look at that within the last, I can't remember how many events, but that was huge. And then he goes even further to look at what they've been doing recently, right? That's why this guy is the absolute best. So we'll click on this, and then we'll go here. Par 5 scoring, so imperative. Here are the birdie or better percent leaders on par 5s over the past year for the Masters field. Career par 5, birdie or better at Augusta National in parentheses. Wyndham Clark actually leads.
Wow.
Right? Then Scheffler.
I don't know. He only plays well at big name tournaments.
Who, Clark?
Those are, yeah. Like to me, he's like he's the new Brooks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But he didn't
hey,
play. His only missed cut this year is at Genesis, which is set up similar to the Augusta.
There's some weird names up here though, like Cam Davis. I mean,
yeah, well, he's a big hitter.
I can't stand Cam Davis.
Well,
but I'm kind of
stinks at the other holes. He's a big hitter though.
He just is one of those guys where I'm like, I want to believe in him so bad, and I feel like this is a tournament where he's actually got skill, right?
He plays well at the majors. I remember a PGA Championship last year. He was top 10.
Yeah. So Will Zalatoris is up there. Fitzpatrick,
Right.
Yeager, Cantlay, Young. These are all the par 5 guys now.
I'm seeing a trend, and I can't believe that he's priced so low for as high up on a lot of these things that he is on.
This guy right here.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
He's less than 7K, I think.
Here's the deal with Kim is he can get hot, dude. I mean, when he is hot, this is like Butch will tell us sometimes, like he goes bananas when he streaks. Like if he's on, he's on. So I had that, anything stick out from there, like other than those dudes right there. Now at Augusta, Scheffler has the highest, and then Schauffele is right behind him, and then McIlroy. But a lot of these guys this year that are in the field haven't played before.
Right.
So it's like, is Wyndham Clark going to be?
Yeah, he's never played at Augusta, but I don't know. It's not. He plays well in the big moment, the big tournament. So
That would go against everything that that we've thought.
Somebody's got to break it. Trends are made to be broken.
That's true. Very true. I want to bring up his. There it is. This is the one I just added it
Who's
to.
Murray?
Grayson Murray. He won a tournament earlier this year.
That's right. That's right.
You know who he is. Come on, get it together, dude. I did add a bookmark to the page. There it is. 12 of the, this is another one. This is another huge stat here. This is what I was talking about, the tee to green.
There's that name
12 of the
again.
last 12. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Like, tee to green in 4 events leading to the Masters. Rahm, Scheffler, all over. I think the only one, they've all been over 18 strokes gained tee to green. So you can look at these a little closer.
Excuse me. Sorry.
There's Wyndham down there just missing the cut. But there he is again, Mr. Si Woo.
That's what I'm saying. Shane Lowry doesn't close. Cam Young doesn't close.
Yeah. So we look at all this information, and this is the live list to give you a better idea.
Bryson's been playing well.
Look at Joaquin Neiman up there.
I know.
Sergio.
Can Neiman do it though with all big names up the top?
I know.
Playing with them. I don't know how Liv sets up their final parent. Like, are you playing against the guy that's 1-2? I don't know. Or is he playing in a group?
I don't know. But that's so this is tee to green strokes again. 4 events leading into the Masters. It's crazy, dude. All this information, like how much stuff comes out about the Masters. And then the par 3 contest is tomorrow, right?
Yes.
And this
Nobody's
is
ever
what the
won
guys.
both.
Huh. Who? Dude, Finau, no running down the field, dude.
Yeah.
Was Finau on that list? No running down the fairway.
Yeah, he's
Finau was
15.
just below it. So you could, I mean, I don't trust Brian Harmon or Fleetwood, honestly. But
Fleetwood, but
Scotty
Fleetwood,
Scheffler, dude.
if you got some
No.
guys that you think can win in there, Fleetwood, he could be good for top 10.
True. Him or Harmon is just, I just don't think they're long enough to take advantage of the par 5s. That's my only issue with them. All right, I think that's all the stats and data that I wanted to pull up. So basically, you're looking at tee to green, par 5 scoring. And then I think proximity from 150 to 175 is going to be huge just because of how the greens are. So that might be another one we throw in there. Anything else on this one?
No, I'm good.
You got anything else you want to, other than here's the tee times?
We can talk about tee times, and y'all can save some for tomorrow.
Yeah. I was going to build one of my, by the way, I'm all in on the Masters. Not completely all in, but I've got the highest amount of what is a window?
I'm doing more than I've done in a long time. I'm trying to win this parlay to do a little more, but we'll see.
Where are we at on it?
He's what does he have? I think he still has 24.
Who? Oh, Jokic?
Yeah, Jokic
tell
still
me
has
that.
24. He just
So
can't score
here's
5 more points.
Well, now I got to see what I need. Come on.
Yeah, see, this is I guess saying, I don't know. This is what I just me personally dislike is,
What?
if I'm up at 9, let's see. If I'm up at 9:30, I like to watch Phil and Tony, but I'm also going to be playing a little Harry English. I'd like to see how he's a couple good shots of him, Corey Connors. And then 10:30 or no, 10:18 you got Hideki, Will Zalatoris, huh?
Dak Prescott?
Hideki, Will Zalatoris, and JT. They're going to be done before that main feed even comes on. So to me, I don't know. I don't like that. There's a lot of good players playing.
Dude, I know. I just looked at my parlays for the NBA. I need one more point. I need one more point from Jokic.
No, if he's 25 plus, he's got to get 26.
I need one more bucket from him. 26.
That's he can have one bucket. That's fine.
That's all I'm asking for. And then I'm heavy on the late games. I need LeBron and Steph.
What are they doing?
It's not halftime yet, but Steph has 11, LeBron has 14.
So we need 10. We need basically 11 points out of both of them.
Yeah, we need to get them. They need to get a few more, and then we should be good to go. And then Hall of Fame bets, cash it. Promo code, right? Let's throw it up
Yes.
there. Promo code
Promo code
Milligoats
Milligoats.
right there. If this cashes, we will screenshot it and then say, "Hey, Hall of Fame bets gave us this. They sent it right out on their Twitter, and we took it and just put it right into FanDuel." So here's the tee times. Van Roy. Wait a minute. How do you read this? Oh, round. Okay, that's round 2.
Yeah.
I was like, why are there 2 different? So Van Rooyen, Knapp. These are fun to look at because you can be like, usually there's bets and things about like, oh, hey, who's going to win in this group or whatever. So, like you were saying, Corey Connors has a pretty favorable matchup there.
Like, the guys that I'm going to be playing, some are starting pretty early, some are in the middle, and then, tie that into the 10-18 group, the
Dude, these will just
10-54 group. And it's like, I still want to see the shots by the early guys if I'm tuning into the featured group. But, 10-42, holy cow.
yeah,
So
they're gonna
10-18 and 10-42, I'd like to see, the main feed for those two instead of having to flip back and forth between the featured. Like, I don't want to have to flip myself. Maybe it's just me being lazy.
maybe. I think that's when they really get cooking there. 10-18, like 10 around 10 o'clock is when everything starts getting.
Yeah, the 10:45, 10:54 will kind of be ending probably when they start the main feed on ESPN.
Yeah. And then here's where it continues. So who's the featured back here? Who are we gonna be watching? Oh, Tigers at
Tiger.
120. There you go. Spieth, Thigala. Okay. And then that
Yeah.
last group's pretty fun. Johnson,
Last group's good too.
Morikawa, Fleetwood.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I do know that the weather is gonna be
The weather's bad on Thursday.
yeah, like windy, I think is what.
Well, rain too.
There you go. Super James says some books have it under 3 ball when you're talking about these guys playing in their groups. That's probably a fun bet.
Yes.
That's probably a fun bet.
Like,
Super
who's
James.
JT in a group with? Who's JT?
He was on the last page. He was in with it was a pretty good group.
Yeah. I think it said Zalatoris and
Zalatoris and Matsuyama.
Hideki. So, like, my
There's no
theory
way
on
in
JT,
hell Justin.
my theory on JT is if he's not the best person in his group, he doesn't make the cut. So if you're doing a 3 ball, cut JT.
Cut him. Make the damn cut, actually.
But
Says it right.
to counteract my own argument, JT is playing with a new caddy this week.
Mm.
And I watched him stick a ball within 2 feet on 16 the other day.
I'll tell you what, dude. I'll tell you what.
Tiger
So those are
also
the
playing new caddy.
those are the tee times. That one, yeah, Super James. Early starters flip to late round 2, ignoring weather. Which would you rather do? Early round 2, early round 1, early round 2. It's hard to ignore the weather, usually because I mean, most of the time on coastal courses, the wind picks up, and so when I'm building my lineups, I like to look at what's the weather going to be like, especially for showdowns, for DraftKings. I like to look at, is there any weather and where's the wind and when is the wind? And usually in the morning, the wind's a lot more manageable.
Yes.
So,
And the course is a little damp.
so it's softer.
Yeah. You don't want that thing to firm up.
No, not at that course, at least.
Jokic scored.
But
So you got yours.
let's go. Now we need LeBron and Steph. I think the all name group is this one right here at 812, Jose Maria Olazabal. and then Santiago de la Fuente, which might be the greatest golf name, but one of the greatest names I've ever heard in my life for sports.
Yes.
This one here is pretty good. Woodland, Thorbjorn, DeChambeau, not bad.
Christio, he's the number
He's
one
the amateur,
amateur.
right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the number one amateur.
Remember who was it last year? Sam Bennett
Yes.
throwing an
But
absolute.
the other one was hot all week, and then Sam Bennett.
Oh,
turned
that
it
was
on.
the guy you said though. Don't try to play it off like he was hot and then give yourself. You're the one that came on here and said this amateur, hey,
did.
flying under the radar.
He was all week. He was hitting shots. Jokic is at the line. He made one free throw.
Oh no, J-Vi's crumbling all over the place.
He's got 27, so he can't make another basket. He can have 28. He just can't have 29.
Oh no.
There's
Okay.
2 minutes left. They're up 17. Get him out of the
Get
game.
him out of the game. Come on. He already hit his 25.
Oh,
Let
no.
him go. That's crazy that I bet the over and you bet the under. What are
They
the
both
odds of
could
that?
hit. They both could
But
hit.
late round one has a quicker turnaround. I think if you ask them, they're okay with it because they want to get it. It would depend on each tournament, I would say. If you're somebody like Tiger, it would be. But for most of these guys, no. But it's all weather dependent. Like they want to make sure that these guys get the same opportunity of a soft in conditions withstanding soft, firm or soft, fairways, soft greens. Give the players a little bit of a chance there.
Yeah.
But so I mean, we looked at all that information. I mean, we're going to talk more tomorrow about this, really go into our DraftKings stuff. But is there anybody that you're like, okay, I've seen all these stats and I cannot take my eyeballs off of this player, this golfer?
Well, yeah, and that's why you have to tune in tomorrow to find out who my guy is. Hang the banner on the course guy.
Mm-hmm. So yes, you do have to tune in tomorrow. Do you want to build a lineup real quick?
Although I won't be here tomorrow, but
Yeah,
I'll record it and put it in there.
So for those watching, we are also going to be on tomorrow, and I think based off what everybody said in the group chat, we could be doing some round recaps late at night, Thursday, Friday,
Yeah, I should be able to do that.
especially with cut day looming. Where it's only there's only like 89 golfers, right? 80 some golfers.
Yes. Yeah,
And
89 golfers, 50 in ties.
mm-hmm.
Jokic just came out. He's got 28
So
points.
what's garbage is, oh, did he?
Yes.
Come on, baby.
Still got a
Do
shot.
some Millie. So I forgot what were we even talking about.
How many people were there doing late round?
Oh yeah. So you could have top 50 in ties, meaning you could have 60 golfers get through. What's really going to suck, and I know this is going to happen, is you get a lineup that has two guys in it.
Yeah.
Two guys that get cut.
Yeah.
It's happened every time at one of these modified things.
I don't think I've gotten a 6 for 6 at a modified. Because one of the big name guys misses.
You and I are going to build a lineup for this Millie right now because I have plenty of entries. I'm going to let my wife build one just to see.
Okay. This is it, though. Getting off after this.
Yeah, after this, we'll be done. But this is the whole reason what we're talking about all this stuff for, why we're so far into the weeds of who's having babies in this tournament. What are the live guys doing? What are all the stats? Like, this is the reason right here. So I pulled up, and we appreciate you, Brandon, for joining our DraftKings contest. Bring all your friends, send them the link, and let's compete. I think next year, we should get a green jacket to send to somebody. I'll send them my green jacket that I wear. big old Millie Goats logo on the back. Also, I may have gotten us into a charity. I may have gotten us into a charity endeavor. FYI, via Twitter.
Okay. It's fine. As long as it's for charity.
It's really cool. I will send you the link, but basically the skinny of it is this guy refurbishes golf clubs, and he had somebody come in to buy a cheap set of clubs. It's a
Mhm.
tearjerker now, dude. I'll let you read the whole story, but this guy comes in and says, "Hey, I need some clubs for my son. He's 14, he's 15." And basically what ends up happening is they get to chatting, and his son has had a rough go with mental health
Mhm.
and has made some attempts at things that I will not mention. Uh, and they got him involved in golf. And apparently the parents say, "Hey, we think golf could really save his life." And so the guy got him set up with like a full set of brand new refurbished, clubs to get him. And so he goes on, is like, "How do we expand this?" And I read it and I was like, how do we get involved? Can we donate money to this? Can we
Where do I send my money?
can I pay for this kid's rounds at places? Like whatever we got to do.
Yeah.
So if you go to our Twitter page, it's on there. I might pin it just to be like, this is one of the coolest things. And if this is what this kid needs and
Yeah.
other kids, yeah. Super James, go it's on my Twitter, it's on our Twitter page somewhere. I'll repost it again so you can go read it. But he did respond. I said, "Hey, how do we get involved?" And he said, "Just send me your contact info." I'm like, "All right, this if we do anything with this show, that I am down for that."
Absolutely.
So, but I'll send you the link. Um, okay, where are we starting? Right here, no
Well,
question.
yeah. So yeah, you're automatically doing that.
The problem with this is I'm not really sure how I'm not going to play Scotty in every single lineup that I have.
I've played him in most of mine.
Yeah.
So here's where my first well, I guess where I was for a while was I wanted to get Xander in most of my lineups, but since I've seen the tee times, I'm changing my outlook. So then my next thing that I was debating was Spieth or Zalatoris because they're right there at the same price. But now with
Mm.
Spieth, that's questionable, Zalatoris.
Did they never said what it was?
I think it's his wrist. Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
his left wrist. Okay.
So yeah,
Huh. That's not. Dad, blame it. Ah! Shield your eyes. So we've got. Okay. We've got Scotty. I mean, you come down here, and this is somebody that I just have a feeling about. I can't help it, dude. That's one of the guys that I'm like, I got to. Revenge against the course because the course dislocated his ankle on that par 3.
yeah.
And I'm all about that. So right now we've got 7,300 average. Another guy, anybody in this range you're looking at, because there's a dude right here that I'm looking at. And it's time for him to deliver. I think he's got a year under his belt.
Thigala.
Yep. Okay. So now we have to move a little lower. Notice I haven't put any live guys in there yet.
I know you're messing up. I don't
But I
know.
think
There's
this
he
is
was T1 last week. He went
Thurthia.
to a play. Yeah.
So he's rounding into form. And he always plays well here. I don't know. I think that's a guy that I would
Just
100%
think
play.
Father Time's not on his side.
True. But we said that last year about Phil.
Yes, true.
So now we got a little wiggle room here. Do we do it? Do we do the guy?
Yeah, you have to. It also
Okay.
gives you a little more room.
It does give us some wiggle room here. And
I think
this,
there's
I mean,
another guy down there that's priced too low.
par 5 monster, pretty good par 5, birdie machine, course history, strokes gained, tee to green, par 5, showing up in all the metrics. He's going to be about 70% owned, I'm sure.
Yes.
Who are you thinking priced too low?
Russell Henley.
Ricky Fowler.
No. He has been playing like butt water. Patrick Reed had top 4 last year.
And he's won here. He was up there in those metrics.
Yeah.
I mean, you go double live.
Yeah. I wonder what the winning one last year was. Probably 3-3. Maybe a 4-2 live.
It had to be what? Phil, Kapka.
Rahm. Because Phil was Phil was low last year, like in the 6s.
I don't know. I mean, you can get pretty kinky with this, dude, and still have a lot of really good golfers there. I've been going back and forth with him, but Henley what's Henley done recently? I haven't really. It's going to take me forever to do this.
Yeah, it is.
By the way. All right, this is just out of control here. You like Henley?
Yeah.
All right. Let's pop him in there. Boom. Remaining salary. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I'm going to submit it.
Do it.
There you have it, folks. That's how
I get
you
half
do
if
it.
that one wins.
Dude, you get half?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll shake on it. Anyways, all right. I think that's everything. That was fun. The guy that I was going to shout out that dude real quick. Whatever his the guy that contacted us. Also, there's a Mark Hubbard tracker out there.
There
by
is.
the way. Yes. We've been in contact already.
I'm sure you have.
Because he said Hubbard, and I'm like, hey, check this out. What is that guy? Where's that guy? Sorry. This bad podcasting. There it is. Stacy Road Golf. Scott Golfs on Twitter. Stacy Road Golf. Go check him out. Yeah. He definitely worth a read for that story. Anyways.
I can't believe that joke.
All right, dude.
I can't believe that
else?
hit. LeBron,
So what are you
Steph,
waiting on
both
now?
the plus 25 points.
Okay. Fantasy Sports Corp's here. There we go. What's up, man?
All right.
So, all right. That's it. That's the Masters preview. We'll be back tomorrow. Hit the thumbs up on your way out. We're going to do the full show tomorrow where we give out our guys. And then all the other shenanigans that we get involved. So everybody for watching on Twitter, on YouTube, on Rumble, on Facebook, we really appreciate it. And be on the lookout because we're going to put out a lot of stuff this week. Same time, probably around 9:30, 10 o'clock, 9:30 tomorrow for sure. Then 10 o'clock, 9:30 or 10 on Thursday, and then 9:30 or 10 on Friday, where we sweat out cut day and then we maybe make a showdown or two. Who knows? All right. Thanks for tuning in.
28 yards. Good snap, holds
We'll
down,
see
and
you
the
tomorrow.
Mountaineers win in overtime. The field goal is good from Jason by Terry.